Hey guys!
Hello. You unmuted us, right?
Yes, I did.
No, you unmuted. Yeah, unmuted. Hello. How are y'all?
How's everybody today?
Got
We
a
are
bunch?
back from conventions and I am not sure where I am.
Had two conventions, one last weekend, one dayer in Wake Forest, then had NC Comic Con both Saturday and Sunday this weekend.
It was super fun, and to those of you that I saw out there, thank you for coming by the booth and saying hi, even if I was like just said hi and kept helping somebody else. I know I saw several people, but it was busy. It was good. It was busy, but I didn't brush you off. I appreciate you coming by the booth and saying hey. Just wanted to make sure I put that out there. Hey, guess what, Derek?
What?
You know how we have previews and we have Marvel previews and we have DC Connect? Now we have Image.
Alrighty.
So be sure to ask us if you got your previews and whatever, or if you get the catalogs and you didn't get an Image because it just came out this week. Make sure you ask us and let us know. Let us put one in your bag so you can see what's coming out from Image. I'm going to start with these because they're big and they're in my way and I don't want them to get damaged.
It's newsprint.
Limited Collector's Edition presents Batman, the special all-villain issue. That's right, y'all. It is Limited Collector's Edition number 37, and this is the Jim Aparo 2024 facsimile.
Just Aparo. No odd.
Jim Aparo.
Aparo.
And there's the foil edition. Smexy.
Purple foil. They made it just for me.
Has 5 thrilling Batman tales. Not just 5 Batman tales. They're 5 thrilling Batman tales. A giant pinup plan of the Batcave. Batman and Robin's secret weapons. A challenging Bat puzzle. Batman's foes on television. And a 3D diorama. I mean, what more could you ask for in a Batman magazine?
Really? What more?
Collector's edition magazine. Technically not Batman.
You know what I just found out? Hand me a regular comic.
Hand you a regular comic?
Hand me a comic book. I just found out that a treasury is the size that a comic is tall, is the width of a comic tall. It's interesting. See how it just maxes out that box?
Mm-hmm.
That is very interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, you can have it back. Nobody cared. I cared. Anyway.
So this isn't a beginning, but I have it in here anyway because Absolute Batman number 2 is out. And if you bought Absolute Batman number 1, you get Absolute Batman number 2 for free.
So hopefully a note was made when you bought number 1 on your account. But if somebody tries to charge you for it, make sure you say something. And if you don't notice and we charge you for it, make sure you reach out to us so we can credit you back for it because you get number 2 for free.
That's right. If you bought number 1 from us.
Because we know number 1 was so awesome, you're going to want number 2 and continue the series after that. So yes. Make sure you do tell us that you want to continue the series.
Speaking of number 1,
Noir.
The Noir edition is out this week. All black and white, right?
Yep. My understanding.
And there is a foil variant. Well, I meant to show these when I was talking about Absolute Batman number 2 because we have a 1 in 25 by Jeffrey Allen,
which is a super cool cover,
and we have a 1 in 50 by Sanford Green.
That's a weird cover, but
what is it? Fat Batman.
I like. Well, it's like King Kong Batman. He's hanging off the side of a skyscraper.
His cape is tied to the top.
I don't want to fall off. And I have no idea who or what or whatever that dude there is, but that is just a wicked looking cover. I like that a lot.
Cool. But that brings us to our first new number 1 of the week, Arcbound from Dark Horse Comics. I read this one. Not sure where it's going. Let me read the description and see if it tells me any more than what reading it told me. New York Times bestselling author Scott Snyder comic titan Frank Thierry and acclaimed artist Ryan Smallman, with contributions by Oscar-nominated actor Tom Hardy, bring you a bold new sci-fi saga. In a future where Earth has become a barren wasteland, Xenotech harnesses the unmatched energy of chromium to assert its dominion across the stars. When Kai, a rising star mediator in Xenotech's army, gets an unexplained message from a mysterious entity, everything he thinks he believes is thrown into question and leaves him to explore what it truly means to be human in a world where the boundaries of technology and identity blur. Okay.
That's a whole lot of words.
And none of that is what happened in the first issue.
Alrighty.
Not true. He did get a message from somebody that we don't know what it was about. But when they say exert their dominance, they mean enslave the colonists of other worlds. So anyway, oops, that was in the wrong place. We have a Clayman variant cover. Don't take it away. It's just in the wrong place. Dan Panosian, Tyler Kirkman, and 1 in 10 by Rose Besh.
A nice Besh cover.
It really is. We have some finishing, some endings right for you. We have Batman Dark Age, book 6 of the 6-issue series. So Batman Dark Age is coming to a close.
That took forever to come out.
It did. We have Batman Gotham by Gaslight, the Kryptonian Age, issue number 6 of 6. We have a variant cover for that by Gallman. So those are 2 of our endings for this week. But we also have a one-shot for Batman Uncovered. So this is the covers, right?
Yes, that is select
It's
covers
foil.
from Batman books.
Woo. Schmexy foil. A new number 1 from Dark Horse Comics. It's Black Hammer Spiral City.
The Eisner-winning superhero saga is back in this earth-shattering story that's essential for all superhero and Jeff Lemire fans. From the ashes of Black Hammer, the end, comes a new era and a brand new cast of heroes struggling to survive in a chaotic new world set to destroy them. A bold new vision for the Black Hammer universe by series creator Jeff Lemire and legendary artist Teddy Christensen.
There's 3 covers for that.
Everything Jeff Lemire does is good, so you know this is good.
The Black Hammer was popular, so that's why they brought it back. Hey, it's a new all-in book. That's right. DC brought back Black Lightning. Black Lightning is back, and this time it's a family affair.
I made a video for Arcbound.
Oh.
Sorry.
Let's pause here. Rewind. Give me an Arcbound book.
Put the Smexy cover up.
That's not Smexy.
Oh, it's over here. I'll just put it up there.
I mean, it could be Smexy if you're into muscle-bound guys with weapons.
Anyway, sorry, we have a video trailer for Arcbound, so let's go back to that real quick.
I never knew Earth or Mars or the feel of our sun on a beach full of sand. We live on exoplanets now, but Xenotech continues to mine them, killing our homes from the inside out. What do you get when you fight fire with fire? More fire.
I'm not saying that helped any. I'm just saying that was a trailer for Arcbound.
Actually, the whole ending with if you can't beat them, join them, become them, makes it a little more makes sense. Okay. Anyway,
All right, Black
Lightning's back.
And this time it's a family affair. Jefferson Pierce leads the Justice League's new metahuman outreach initiative, helping those with powers before they can cause harm to themselves or others. But everything changes when his own daughter, Anissa Pierce, who comes to him for help. With Thunder's dangerous new powers and the new Masters of Disaster jeopardizing the coexistence between humans and metas, Black Lightning is on the front lines of a culture war brewing in the suburbs of Metropolis. I haven't had a chance to read this one yet, but I'm curious. DC has kind of got their cart before the horse on a couple things. They're bringing back the Justice League. I don't know if y'all are aware of that yet. And we had a retailer meeting, a Zoom retailer meeting with DC and with Mark Waid, the writer of the Justice League, talking about the book and the why-fors and wherefores and all that kind of stuff. And I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, it all sounds great. I read the first issue. It's really solid. But a couple books that at least one I know for sure ties in heavily. I've read number 1 for the upcoming Question miniseries. That ties in very heavily with Justice League, but it comes out before the Justice League book starts. So what they're talking about in the Question book, we learn about in the Justice League book that comes out the following week. I don't know what happened there, and I don't know if Black Lightning's that way too. I mean, it refers to the Justice League's
new metahuman outreach initiative.
But we haven't even met the Justice League yet. So, I mean, I don't know why they've got things going backward. But anyway, if it is tied to the new Justice League book, then I highly recommend it. I'm looking forward to reading it tomorrow.
Somebody needs to jump onto Diamond and find a description.
I didn't do a backer for it either, for whatever reason. See, I give you the backers ahead of time so you can tell me what things I'm missing.
It's a one-shot, guys, called Bloody Mary. And if you give me a minute, I will tell you about it.
Hopefully, maybe. It's foil, isn't it?
It has a foil logo.
That's cool.
It's actually just an outline logo. And it has a little line of foil down the side.
It's from Silver Sprocket.
Maria can't wait to sneak out on her date with Evan, the cute boy she's been crushing on. But their evening gets sidetracked by Evan's cousin, who just needs to stop for 10 seconds at the stake of Vampire Club. Is the night ruined, or can the irresistible beat of house music help Maria have a change of heart?
Get into the groove with this funny and romantic comic from debut author Nick Wynn, printed with a full cardstock cover.
Deep House is the closest music to a heartbeat. Why wouldn't a vampire love it? There we go.
Have you called the eye doctor yet?
All right. Yeah, I can't read. Borderlands! Moxie's Mysterious Memento #1 from Dark Horse Comics. Former celebrity and current badass Siren Amara misses the fame and excitement of her glory days. Nowadays, common stooges don't know who they're messing with, though. They'll soon find out. In order to reclaim the high of her former heroics, she needs a gig. Luckily, Moxie needs help recovering a mysterious artifact. Huh? How is that luckily? Oh, because Siren Amara needs a gig and Moxie needs help recovering I got it. So luckily she needs help doing stuff.
So this is based on the Borderlands video game, which spawned a movie earlier this year.
That apparently was a huge bomb. Calavera Pie, #1 of 4 from Oni Press.
Stop.
P.I. You wrote pie.
I copied and pasted pie. The book is P.I., yes.
I'm reading off of your notes. You need to stop copying, pasting, and edit yourself.
Diamond doesn't do punctuation.
You need to edit yourself.
So as far as Diamond is concerned, the book is called Calavera Pie. That's why we don't order these things from Diamond anymore.
Calavera P.I. Sometimes it takes a dead man to crack the case. From the desk of rising star Marco Finnegan, walk the shadow-shrouded alleys of Hollywoodland to solve the mysteries of Calavera, a newly resurrected private investigator whose first case is about to straddle the blood-soaked boundaries between the living and the dead. In 1925, Juan Calavera died a hero. After a career spent outside the law defending the Chicano barrios where the police refused to operate, he earned a reputation for fearlessness and a gunshot in the stomach. Now, 5 years later, on Dia de los Muertos, his restless spirit has been summoned from the grave to help a desperate former colleague unravel a kidnapping all too close to home. With only days to solve the case before he's called back to the underworld, can Calavera reveal the identity of the masked human trafficker known as La Fantasma before tragedy strikes again? And solve the mystery of his own murder in the process? Wow. Okay. It's a Dia de los Muertos story.
Interesting.
Hey, it's time for a thing. Are you ready for some things?
I'm ready for some things.
It's Captain America! No, it's not. It's Thing!
Captain Thing.
Captain Thing.
So Marvel's doing one of their
It's Captain America number 15.
variant cover months, and this one is the Thing. Some of these are actually really fun. I kind of like this one. Weird, but I kind of like it. Defiant. What does it say underneath it? I can't read it.
The story of Robert Smalls.
Okay, that is not part of the title. Defiant, Volume 1, Number 1. Stranger Comics.
4.
Born a slave but destined for greatness, Robert Smalls became a captain in the Union Navy by stealing a Confederate ship. Decades later, retired Congressman Robert Smalls sits down with his grandson to tell the story of his life, based on historical events. Which means it's based on true stuff, but it ain't true. I like the cover. Solid cover.
Hey, guess what? This is Black Hammer. Spiral City.
Oh, hey, look at that. We're not alphabetically challenged at all.
Oh, it got piled under that.
Yeah.
Gotcha Man! June Apex Heart, a one-shot from Mad Cave Studios.
You can read them.
An elite squad of motorcycle-riding death bikers have successfully hijacked an armored train transporting an experimental international science organization tech. Whew, that's a long sentence with big words. These thieves are fast and ruthless. They carry out their orders with razor-sharp efficiency. The only thing in their way is June the Swan and her G3 hovercycle mecha. The action-packed second tale in a series of standalone one-shot stories that each focus on a separate member of the science ninja team. Gotcha Man!
I like that second cover. That was really pretty. Oh, sorry, the first cover.
G.I. Joe! Hey, yo, Joe!
You know, he's a real American hero.
It's new! It's #1 from Image Comics.
I'm reading the hyperbole. I'm not believing it, mind you, but the biggest comic book launch of the decade. Now, I mean, there have been a lot of decade. You're talking, I guess, 2020 to now. I mean, the Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate relaunch of the Ultimate Universe, Absolute Batman, and the Absolute Universe. I mean, those are just two things that come to mind pretty easily. Void Rivals was huge. Transformers was huge.
But this is also part of the Energon universe, so this is part of Void Rivals. And
okay, so it's part of the biggest comic book launch of the decade. Okay.
Yes.
Conrad Hauser, codenamed Duke, has assembled a special force known as G.I. Joe to battle the rising power of the mysterious Cobra in the aftermath of the Autobots and Decepticons' arrival on Earth. But the enigmatic Cobra commander has unleashed the power of Energon like never before. Featuring many familiar faces and the first appearance of an all-new character, this is the comic that will change everything you think you know about G.I. Joe. And that's only half the surprises in store from the chart-topping Energon Universe team of Joshua Williamson and Tom Riley.
There are a lot of covers. This is Jerome Apena.
It's my opinion.
This is the A cover, actually, by Tom Riley. This is the beautiful Jenny Frison cover.
Very nice.
And even better, Jenny Frison in foil.
I think we started with the Mica cover, didn't we?
I don't know, but there's two blanks. Can you guess which one that is?
I'm guessing that is the G.I. Joe blank.
It is, and this is the
Cobra Commander blank.
Cobra blank. And then
The full version.
it's foil. And of course, we have ratios. We have David Nakayama's 1 in 10. That is Samexi. And Jeff Spoke's 1 in 25.
Alrighty. And we also have a short video.
All right.
Okay, I'm not sure what happened there.
Stop playing music.
I know, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, it's yours. My mouse won't work. Hey guys, we're back. It's Goatman! Goatman Trilogy, Rise of the Goatman, #1 from Afterlight Comics. A young family spend their holiday in a cabin in the woods, but their daughter discovers a diary from the previous owner, revealing its true haunting past.
It's a very short description.
It is. And it only has one cover.
A comic book in June 2024 with only one cover.
I know. Hey, look. Guess what's back?
A book that doesn't only have one cover.
No. It doesn't even only have one not safe for work cover.
Very true. So, Heatseeker, Combustion, a Gun Honey series from Titan Comics. The best-selling Gun Honey spin-off is back. Set in the Gun Honey universe, starring the fiery ex-girlfriend of Gun Honey, Joetta Tan, a master of disguise and deception. A biological weapon that could kill millions, a scientist's daughter who needs to disappear, and Heatseeker Dahlia Racers is on the job. But can she beat a beautiful mercenary unable to feel heat, cold, fatigue, or pain? It's a nice tool to take cover.
And that's not even the not safe for work cover, because that's the not safe for work cover from Tula Lote. Nope, sorry. That's the one from Lee. This is the one from Tula Lote. We do. We have a 1 in 10 of the David Nakayama full art of the A cover, which is super sweet. And that's it.
All right. I don't know why the videos.
As soon as you turn our mic back on, the video music stops.
Oh, is that what it is? I didn't catch that, but I will see what I can do to adjust. Well, you got a good look at the which one is it there? Right.
Okay. Helen of Winborn. Number what? I forget now.
Number 6.
Number 6.
1 in 10 David Mack cover.
It's a really sweet cover. So wanted to share that with you guys. And there is a foil and a regular cover of Helen of Winborn as well. All right, we have another ending, guys. I'm sorry to say, Lipstick Clicker. Number 2 of 2 is out this week. But hey, it's 2 of 2, so you can read 1 and 2 and look at the whole story. And look at the whole story. Hey, it's Power Rangers! Power Rangers Prime from Boom Studios.
Power Rangers is back and better than ever. Prepare yourself for Prime, a bold new era featuring a brand new cast of characters, excitement, and attitude. In the vein of Marvel's The Ultimates, get ready to experience a new team, a new mentor, and a threat to Earth unlike anything you've seen before. Angel Grove University students face a difficult choice after crossing paths with a fugitive straight out of legend. The consequences for hiding her are dire, but her existence may not stay a secret for long. Groundbreaking Power Rangers writer Melissa Flores ushers the iconic Rangers mythos into the next era of adventure, joined by acclaimed artist Michael Yoon to craft an unmissable experience perfect for new readers and longtime fans alike. And we have a trailer for that as well, so let's do that real quick.
All right, Power Rangers Prime. Oh. Magma Comics brings us Rome Eternal number 1.
In a world where the Roman Empire never fell, it now stands on the brink of collapse. For over 2,000 years, Roman society has thrived, evolving into a technological and military powerhouse. Yet its immense power has bred corruption, making it vulnerable to a group of unique and fanatical individuals known as the Mithra Mysteries. To some, they are terrorists. To others, they are heroes. As their enigmatic leader reveals his bold plan to assassinate the emperor, no one within Rome is safe.
I wonder if Rome is still a major power, if all roads lead to Rome. Still, or even better, or whatever.
Sure. I have no idea.
Still, all roads lead to Rome. You know, it used to be when it was giant, like all roads lead to Rome. But you know, roads from here don't lead to Rome.
I don't know the saying. All roads lead to Rome. Right? What was that from? From Joetta's head.
No. Silence number 1 of 3 from Afterlight Comics. I now no longer can trust his thing. I have to look at the book and make sure it actually says what he says.
3-part psychological horror series. Former superstar comic book artist Stanley Kane appears to suffer cardiac arrest while in a taxi of his mysterious driver. He awakens in a hospital to the scolding words of his agent, who arranges for some much-needed rest and relaxation in the tiny, tranquil town of Silence, Michigan. In the tiny town of Silence, Michigan. All appears tranquil until Stanley discovers a mysterious native amulet that turns his angry creations into reality.
Yes, he's a comic book artist.
Whose stuff starts coming to life.
Yeah.
Actually bad.
He's supposed to be resting and relaxing and prepping for making more comics. And doesn't seem like it's going to be very relaxing. Blood Moon Comics brings us Spellslinger, number 1 of a 4-issue miniseries.
The Spellslinger just wants to get some sleep, but there's a ghost hovering above his bed and his boyfriend is snoring. He doesn't want to solve a murder, but that may be the only way he's able to hit the hay. Is he going to kill his boyfriend, stop him from snoring, and then have to figure out who killed his boyfriend? I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong.
Somebody told me that not only is this a thing, which I love the fact that the thing is can't spin on a web. It's
No,
too heavy.
cannot swing on a web.
But this is also a beginning.
This is the first part of the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man storyline, which has an amazing Scotty Young.
Yeah, it's so cute.
I believe each of these issues for the 8 Death story will have a different Scotty Young cover featuring a potential death of Spider-Man. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will play the trailer real quick. Yes.
Huh?
You cleared your throat like you were going to say something.
Well, no, I'm trying to grasp the concept of the 8 deaths of Spider-Man because a spider dies, a spider's dead.
Yeah.
Because it has
well,
8 legs. There's a death for each leg.
Maybe that's it.
I'm like, a cat has 9 lives, but it's not the 8 deaths of Black
Maybe spiders don't really die when you kill them. Maybe they just come back 7 times. To make you happy.
Stop.
All the spiders you ever killed in the house are still alive in the house.
No. Hey, it's time for another facsimile. This is by Mike Zeck. This is the Web of Spider-Man, number 32. Is this an actual death of Spider-Man?
No, it wasn't.
The death of the black suit. That brings us to Mad Cave Studios, The String.
Number 1 of 5.
No, just String, not The String. Sorry, String.
Still number 1 of 5. Yoon Suk Namgung is a 25-year-old Korean-American woman with the remarkable ability to see 2 types of strings connecting various people. The first is blue and stretches between sexual partners. The second, dark black, connects murderers and their victims. If you have a murder that needs solving, Yoon can help. Worried your partner is cheating on you? Yoon can literally see the connections. Yoon's life, for all the drama and constant TMI, is good, at least until the day she notices a black string, connected to herself. This means she'll either soon murder someone or be murdered herself. So, dang, which one? I think that sounds pretty cool. I'm looking forward to reading this one.
We have a ratio variant for Toxic Avenger.
Number 2.
We have a ratio variant for Transformers.
Number God only knows.
14. Last word. Keep it up. V2A Wasteland Chronicles Doomsday from Time Bomb Comics.
Post-apocalyptic rock band V2A find themselves in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. of road warriors, death cults, vault dwellers, mutants, scavengers, warlords, and warring tribes where only the strongest or the craziest survive. Written by V2A lead singer Drone and Dave West. It's a cool cover. I'll give you that much. I have to look up V2A. Let's swear about it too.
Since we're talking about beginnings, is it an all-new Venom?
That's the new Venom suit.
On the cover of Venom number 39. But this is the Uncanny X-Men issue number 5 Thing variant.
Very, very weird. And I don't get why there's little night crawlers popping around as night things. Thing crawlers popping around as well. It's not like, I mean, to the best of my knowledge, that's not a power that he has, is it?
Well, he makes smoke, so I guess instead of smoke, it's little rocks.
Okay. Okay. Maybe that explains it then, sure.
And we have a 1:25 ratio variant for this book. Look at her.
Was that someone's favorite character?
From the Ashes, A New Beginning, we have Psylocke, number 1 from Marvel Comics.
She was made for violence. Trained to be an assassin since birth, Quanon chose to be an X-Men. But there are still some jobs too dirty for the X-Men, and some paths have to be walked alone. When the mission is brutal, Psylocke unsheathes her blade to punish those who prey on mutants. Exploding out of the pages of X-Men, Alyssa Wong and Vincenzo Caratu take Psylocke into the underbelly of the Marvel Universe, carving out her own place in a world that would rather see her under control.
Show off the foil.
Foil open order cover. That's really fun.
From the resurgence of the Valiant universe, we have Exo Manowar. Explore the essence of Eric Exo Manowar, a time-displaced Visigoth warrior turned superhero by a sentient alien armor. Eric is now separated from his powerful ally of armor, Shanhara. Stranded in an alien jungle, he must survive while being hunted by the force that once empowered him. Can Eric endure this ultimate challenge and prove his heroism without Shanhara? Is he really Exo Manowar without Shanhara?
Yeah, really.
Oh, there's a second cover. Sorry. I didn't realize. But really, I mean, without his space armor, he can't be. He's not Exo.
I'm not arguing with you.
I mean, when he retired, he put down the armor, and they didn't call him Exo anymore.
No.
He went by Eric. He's not Manowar without his armor. All right.
And one last book or comic for this week. Yar Rising from IDW Publishing. I believe it's a one-shot, although I won't swear to that. Nothing would tell me. Computer hacker Emi Kimura and her friends must deal with a job gone wrong on their home turf. The original comic story is a prequel to Atari's new Yar's Rising video game. That's all I got for you, folks. All she wrote. You know what? You need to remind me one week that you asked me to get the descriptions for the graphic novels for you also. Because I am old and I don't remember that until we're doing the video.
Death comes for the toy maker.
Death is going for Santa Claus.
Death comes for the toy maker. Death comes for us all. But for Gil the toy maker, the visit is an eternal tragedy.
Gil?
That's what it says. Every year, the holiday gift giver visits children all over the world on a special night. But Gil's immortality comes at a cost. Forced to do the work of death, carrying a list of ready-to-harvest souls alongside his naughty and nice lists, Gil gives toys and takes souls all in one night. But as the toy maker reflects on the relationship he's had with death for several millennia, an associate reveals a scheme that may just put an end to Death's contract and perhaps Death himself.
I would say it was easier for you to say.
It was not. Home Office Romance. While I read Home Office Romance, I'll put the next one up there to make it a little easier. Unexpected love during lockdown. Nokuro has been working Brutal overtime and a demanding job when the pandemic lockdown finally gives him the chance to telework from home. The time he saves on his commute lets him discover old passions and explore new hobbies. The lush garden he creates on his apartment balcony provides a chance to get to know his cute neighbor, Natsu, a graduate student in archaeology. But how do two adults build a relationship amid social distancing when face-to-face interaction is frowned upon, even dangerous?
So the next book is called Picky Kitten Eater.
My kitten is a picky eater.
No, it is Picky Kitten Eater. It's about a guy who eats kittens, and he's very picky about which kittens he's
very
going to
clearly
eat.
says, my kitten. The best way to kitty's heart is its tummy. A kitten on the verge of death lies in the snow, only to be rescued by a kind young man, Mano Tayo. Nursing the alien kitten back to health, Tayo names his new charge Yuki. As a first-time pet owner, however, Tayo struggles with Yuki's particular palate. This picky kitty refuses to go anywhere near store-bought cat food. There's only one option left. While he's never cooked a single meal in his life, Tayo resolves to make a meal worthy of his adorable new feline friend. Okay.
You know what? You should be happy that I went with the guy who's picky about which kittens he eats, because there's another word I could have used. I want credit.
Wanted. Ichiro Oda before One Piece. See another version of Luffy in the original short story that launched the legend. The creator of One Piece presents this unique collection of his earliest works. From Western to fantasy to ghost story, this special volume has it all, including Romance Dawn, the one-shot that would become the international mega hit One Piece.
Interesting.
Sheltering Eves. From the creator of Perfect World, high schooler Yoro was sent to the group home at the age of 10 after her mother abused her. Tenjaku, a boy the same age, took her under his wing. Now, as teenagers, Yoru and Tenjaku only have a year left before they're legally required to leave the home, and they must pack a lot of growing up into a short period of time. The foremost decision in Yoro's mind, what to do about the feelings for Tenjaku she sheltered in her heart during their years together. Oh dear.
Lust, exciting and new.
Star Wars! Fans of all ages will like the faithful adaptations of episodes 1, 2, and 3 of the Star Wars saga, which have been lovingly illustrated to capture all of the film's most iconic moments. You know what happens in 1, 2, and 3. I'm not going to read you the description. If you don't, go watch them. Or come read the book. Street Fighter the manga. The new era of fighting games begins here in the official Street Fighter 6 prequel manga. American martial arts champion Ken Masters travels to the city-state of Nishal for a new fighting tournament, but he finds much more danger than he bargained for. Also included are bonus stories featuring fan-favorite world warriors like Juri, Kimberly, Rashid, Luke, Cammy, Aki, and more. What's it called? That time I got stuck to the guy I hate. I'm stuck on you, literally. Kuga is a first-year university student stuck with the worst roommate ever, the surly, disagreeable Igarashi. Whenever Igarashi opens his mouth, it's just to complain, and Kuga can't stand it. But one day, these two suddenly wind up literally stuck together with no way to pull apart. They're desperate to find a solution, except the only way to break this bizarre spell is for them to get closer and more intimate than they ever expected.
Alrighty. And it's shrink wrap for your protection.
Whew. Guys, it's X-Men the manga. The complete collection, I believe. Remastered. Jubilation Lee is a teenager with a secret. She's a mutant, the next level of human evolution, and has fantastic powers. All she wants is a normal life with trips to the mall to get away from her parents, but when the mutant hunting robots known as Sentinels come after her, that normal life is pushed out of her reach. Discover the X-Men, mutant heroes hated and feared by the world they're sworn to protect, alongside Jubilee in this classic manga series.
Heavy tone.
It is.
It's not a hardcover cover, but it's almost a hardcover cover. It's harder than a soft cover. It's softer than a hardcover.
Yomatoshi Gui.
Gooey's gooey.
The Tree of Death, Yomatoshi Toshigi. I don't know how to say that word. It's the Tree of Death. Death to the Undying. Nawa and Ren's quest to bestow death upon those who feast on the fruit of the Tsushiguya brings them face to face with you, King of the Undying. His 4,000-year-old secret is revealed, as is a darker one hiding in the very seed of the fruit within Nawa's body. As strange eons, can even death finally die?
Okay.
What? Did I just read?
Oh, okay. Because you're reading this, and I'm like, that very, very clearly says the book is called Happy Hell. Why are you stumbling over it? It's Happy Hell.
No, this is Yononi Tsushiguya's Happy Hell. What's love got to do with it? For the sake of her family's farm, Hanabata Mikan has been arranged to marry the heir of food and holdings company Yonoti Tsushiko. Mikan refuses, saying she already has a man she loves, only for Tashiko to laugh in her face. He finds romance and love unnecessary and has no intentions of changing his views. But Mikan can't get married to a man who doesn't believe in love, right? Is this pair doomed to rot, or can a love ripen between two total opposites? Zatanna the Ripper. Jack the Ripper is finally unmasked. Zatanna's been trapped in Whitechapel, London, 1888 for weeks now, and she blames it on Jack the Ripper and also on John Constantine. He's certainly the reason she was called into the past and probably the reason she can't get back to the present. Typical. But it's not all bad, because she's been exploring with friends Roz and Mary, tracking down killers, looking for clues, and getting close to a conclusion, just not the one she thinks. For she and John aren't the only modern magicians in town, and finding out who followed her is only the beginning of her troubles. It collects the conclusion of the hit webtoon series, episodes 36 to 51. Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. This description is not on the back cover. This is the #1 New York Times best-selling, a gripping, suspenseful retelling of Norse myths, now with spectacular illustrations. In this dazzling edition of the instant classic that has sold more than 1 million copies, award-winning illustrator Levi Pinfold brings Neil Gaiman's bravura rendition of the Norse world to life. Bursting off the page with breathtaking full-color art are tales of fierce battles with giants, storied quests for knowledge, and the gods in Asgard. Odin, the highest of the high, wise, daring, and cunning. Thor, Odin's son, incredibly strong, yet not the wisest of the gods. And Loki, son of the giant, blood brother to Odin and a trickster and unsurpassed manipulator.
Alrighty.
And the art is really beautiful. It is not a graphic novel, you guys, but it is definitely illustrated. See? Beautiful work. And finally, oh, nope, not finally. Finally for books, don't forget what's behind us. We have Godzilla, the official pop-up book, guys.
That is a big book.
Matthew Reinhardt's intricate paper engineering mixed with the lush illustrations of Yuko Shimizu bring the classic look of the monster to life in a stunning art piece to enjoy and display. This one-of-a-kind collectible explores the rich history of Godzilla lore in a visual feast worthy of the King of Monsters. Behold the stunningly stylized renderings of Godzilla and the many monsters from Monster Island that literally pop up from and come off the page. Delve into the lore of the kaiju with fascinating information and insightful analysis written by an expert in Godzilla's history while coming face to face with the creature in stunning 3D. Featuring removable documents, pull tab attacks, one of the tallest pop-ups to ever rise from the depths of a book. That's right, Godzilla is in the center. That is really cool.
It goes in wrapped. I'd like to see it.
It goes to.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have new statues.
Hey, this is Bill Sienkiewicz, right?
Oh, yes.
Batman Black and White by Bill Sienkiewicz. Not quote me on the saying of the name, but that's right. I've always said it. That is super cool. I love the smoke coming out from the skull. That is so cool.
I'll put it on the table. I'll put it up there.
And then we have a J. Scott Campbell Zatanna.
The Batman is number 416, 1015. And Zatanna is number 670 of 1580. Here are both some really sweet statues, guys. But that wraps it up for today.
Alrighty then. Come in tomorrow, see Joetta, see whoever else is here. I have no idea.
Sammy and Hat.
And buy some comics. You know, we didn't set up what was going to be the buy number 1, get number 2. I'm honestly not that sure right at the moment. Any thoughts? Yeah, I'm not sure. We may not have one this week, but I'll see what I can do.
I don't think we have one this week.
I'll see what I can do when I'm doing the book list tomorrow. Anyway, come in, get comics, all that stuff. We'll see you all later.